Okay, let the others also join. In the meanwhile, I'll just try to explain you what we have done it. So with respect to your decision table testing, with respect to your third try, what we have done is we have taken this the grouping is made in a different fashion. M1, M2, M3, M4. Previously, in the second try, we have taken it for with respect to a 3 month. With respect to valid, I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the invalid one. Valid, only valid particular thing. M1 is having the month as 30 days. M2 is having the month as 31 days, except the December month. So it's only 6 months. You need to consider it. M3 separate the December month itself. Next, M4 separate the February month. So with respect to D1, it starts from 1 and it ends with 27. D2, it takes with respect to your 28. So D3 with respect to your 29. D4 is 30. And your D5 is 31 days that it can have it. 31st day, if you are just taking it, there is a separate group. So 28 is a separate one, 29 is a separate one, 30 is a separate group, 31 is a separate group. So whereas with respect to your years, I'm just taking it as a 2 because 2000 it will be coming under the leap year itself. Whether it is century year or non-century year, it will be just decided with respect to a leap year. So one is a leap year, and the one is a common year. Depending on this, we are just deciding our particular entries that we want to make it. So next one is your condition is very simple: month and day in, year in. That's it. So if it is M1, D1, irrespective of Y1 or Y2, that is whether it is a leap year or a non-leap year, you'll be incrementing the day. With respect to your M1, that is month having 30 days, with respect to that D2, D2 is nothing but 28 days. You'll be incrementing it. D3, that is month having 30 days, 29 days. 29 days also you'll be incrementing it. When it reaches to the 30 days, that is D4 is 30 days. With respect to this, you're resetting the day. That is after reaching 30, that is the end of the month, is nothing but it will be having only 30 days. After 30, there is no 31. It should be resetting to the first one. So one should be resetted. One should be the answer for that. Followed by you need to increment the month. So this is what it happens with respect to your M1 with respect to D4. M1 with respect to D5, it's highly impossible. You are saying, boss, you are saying that it is 30 days, but you are having for 31 days. So it is highly impossible. Whether it is a leap year or common year, I'm least bothered with respect to that. Understanding it. So whereas with respect to your M2, that is month have 31 days except December. So only 6 months I need to just consider it. So January, March, May, July, August, October, that's it. So only 6 months. So out of this, whatever it may be. So D1 is nothing but 27. 27, it is will be incremented. 28, it will be incremented. 29, that is D3 with respect to that, it will be incremented. D4, 30, it will be incremented. Once it reaches to D5, that is a 31. 31 is the last one. So it need to reset the day followed by increment the month. That's all it will be doing with respect to it. Next thing is with respect to your M3. With respect to your M3, see here, D1 if you are taking it, M3 is December month. I'm not talking about February now. It is December month. So with respect to your December month, if you are taking it, then whether it is 27 days or 28 days or 29 days or 30 days, it should be incrementing the day itself, following the same thing. Whether it is a leap year or a common year. So whatever it may be, December does not make sure with respect to your leap year or not a common year is that any year with respect to that, it will be working fine. So that's why it will be for these particular 4 dates, whatever you are having it, M3 with respect to December month, it will be incrementing the day itself. What happens with respect to your December month with respect to your day 5? D5 is nothing but date having 31. 31, once it is reached months, at that time, you need to reset the day, reset the month, followed by increment the year. So answer is whatever the answer that we have missed with respect to your second try is getting it over here. Next one is with respect to your M4. That's all with respect to your M3. M4. M4 is with respect to the month as February. With respect to D1, that is 27 days. 1 to 27 is a day. So irrespective of is a leap year or a non-leap year, so you'll be getting the day should be incremented. Once it reaches to the 28th day, then purely depends on your Y1 or Y2 or Y3. So that's why you need to be very careful. So with respect to your M4, with respect to D2, Y1, if you are taking it, Y1 is it's a leap year, then incrementing the date. That's all. Why? 28 after that, if it is a leap year, 29th day is also present. So based on that, it will be done with respect to incrementing the year. That's it. If it reaches to the D2 followed by M4 followed by Y2, D2 is 29th day, 28th day. 28th day, once it reaches at that particular point of time, you will be resetting with respect to Y2 I'm talking about. Y2 is non-leap year. Non-leap year means you need to reset the day after reaching to 28. So then increment the month? Yes, sure. 1-3 should be the date for a non-leap year. Whereas M4 with respect to D3. M4 is February month with respect to D3. D3 is, what is D3? D3 is 29 days. So 29 days, that too with respect to Y1, what happens? We need to just check out. So D3 is having 29. 29th day, if you are having it, if it is a leap year, then you need to reset the day, increment the month. If it is Y2, Y2 is non-leap year. Non-leap year and 29, highly impossible. So last day that you are having for a non-leap year is 28, but you are saying, asking it for 29. That will never happen. So impossible. And with respect to your M4, that is the same thing, February. With respect to your D4, D4 is 30 days. Cannot be possible itself. D5, it's highly impossible. Whether it is a leap year or non-leap year, this is completely impossible. This is what it will be having with respect to your decision table approach, how it can be applied for your next state problem. So in order to take all these particular 22 or 23 rules, whatever we have just generated, instead of it, can we merge it? How to merge it now? How to merge this? See, while merging, we need to keep one thing in our head. So once we are merging, it means two components in the conditional entry thing should be matching. First particular rule. Second thing is, in the action part, the action entry should be one and the same. That is with respect to your M1, D1, M1, D2, M2, M1, D3. You can combine this because your action is incrementing the day. Irrespective of D1, D2, D3, D4, you can just have that particular thing. Sorry, D1, D2, D3, you can have that particular thing. So that's why you can merge that M1 with respect to D1, D2, D3 with don't care. Don't care and M1 are common, whereas D1, D2, D3 is different. So with respect to this, the action is one and the same. That is don't care. M1 with D4, I cannot merge it with respect to anything because it is resetting the day, incrementing the month. So two different entries or two different, or the action part is very much different from what happens with respect to M1, D1 don't care, M1, D2 don't care, M1, D3 don't care. So that's why I need to separate it. M1 with D5, once again, it's an impossible, it's a complete different scenario. With respect to your M2, D1 to D4, you can combine it because all the four cases will be resulting you with respect to incrementing the day itself. So that's why, yeah, M2 with respect to D1, D2, D3, D4, followed by don't care, you'll be getting the mark as incrementing the day. Whether whatever it is that, you'll be incrementing. So M2 with respect to D5, it cannot be merged because you'll be resetting the day followed by increment the month. So action part is different, so that's why I cannot merge it. Similarly, with respect to your M3, D1, D2, D3, D4, it is quite common as we have done it with respect to 31 days. With respect to the month called as December, the same thing will happen. So four cases, you can just merge it. So M3 with respect to D5, I cannot do it because there is a different action part. One is resetting the day, another one is resetting the month, followed by incrementing the year also will be having it. So the next part is your M4 with respect to your D1. I cannot merge this. Can I merge this particular M4, M4, D1, D2 followed by? See, common thing I need to have it. Two common things it need to be having or it need to be given it with respect to your merging with respect to the conditional entry if you are taking it. If you are taking it with respect to your action part, all the action entries should be one and the same. Understanding it. So here, with respect to this particular M4 month, your D1 and D2, whatever it may be, but with respect to this particular don't care is that here Y1 is that. So that is a different one. So you need to keep track of this. So with respect to this particular thing, your Y1 followed by here. So it is an entire different scenario. So I cannot merge it. Even though you have same particular output, I cannot merge it. Reason is because of this. So M4, M4, okay. D1 is different, D2 is different. Here don't care is that, here Y1 is there. So I cannot merge it. So this is different, this is different. Next one is M4 with respect to D2, I cannot merge it with respect to anything because all the things are different. So I need to separately write it. So with respect to M4, D3, Y1, same thing. M4, D3, Y2, same thing. But with respect to your M4 and D4 and D5, don't care is that. With respect to this, it is highly impossible. So this is just a reduction part. So with respect to our particular reduction part, with respect to limited entry table, we have seen it in the last previous class. Now, this is an entirely different scenario. This is an extended one. So with respect to the extended one, how it is possible, that's what we are just looking at. So this is how you can construct your particular table. Why it is 13 cases? Why you are taking it as for 13 cases? Check this. So the entire thing, action part, 1, this is taken as column entry with respect to it, 1. 1 plus 2 plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So how many columns that we are having it with respect to the action entry, that many test cases you can have it over here. That's the simple funda that they have followed. Is that clear? So any doubt? There is one more particular example done for you. You can just have a look into it. In a similar fashion, I'll be giving you several test case design or sorry, case studies. With respect to that particular case study, you need to analyze it and you need to just design the test cases with respect to any one of the functional testing principle. I'll just try to group among yourself and I'll just send you the group ID also. Everything I'll just send you. So based on that, what is your task is you need to combine among, you need to talk among yourself and you need to build a decision table with, sorry, build a design, you need to design a test case. You need to design a test case for the given case study. I'll just brief you about it. I have just briefed you about it. So I'll just give you the assignment separately. Okay. That is the one thing that I just wanted to tell you. Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt? Hello? Yeah, any doubt? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Register number 92, are you there? Register number 92. Hello?